On the Creations is proud to present Ring Ring Hello.
Hi, hello, and welcome back to Ring Ring Hello podcast, the podcast where no matter your background, you're not alone in a post-COVID world. I'm your host, Rebecca, and today we're dedicating this episode to a very special observance in the United States, Black History Month. Over the next 10 to 15 minutes, we'll explore why recognizing Black History Month is so important, discover ways anyone can celebrate, and then spotlight 3 influential Black artists and activists: Maya Angelou, Langston Hughes, and Tupac Shakur. We'll see how each of these remarkable figures used their voices and talent to advocate for their civil rights and social justice. So let's jump right in. To kick things off, let's talk about the origins of Black History Month and why it's celebrated in February. The roots of Black History Month date back to 1926, when historian Dr. Carter G. Woodson, who is often called the father of Black History Month, established Negro History Week. His goal was to encourage people to take a deeper look into the contributions and achievements of Black Americans throughout history. He believed that Black Americans deserved recognition for their vital role in shaping the nation's political, cultural, and economic landscape. Choosing the second weekend of February was symbolic, as it aligned with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, 2 figures connected to African American emancipation and civil rights. Over time, this commemorative week gained momentum, leading to the expansion into Black History Month in 1976. Since then, every February, communities across the United States pause to honor the legacies of Black Americans who fought for freedom, justice, and equality. Black History Month is an opportunity for everyone, regardless of background, to learn about and celebrate these achievements and experiences that are often overlooked and marginalized in mainstream history. It serves as a reminder that Black history is American history, intricately woven into the country's tapestry of culture and progress. Recognizing Black History Month helps us to acknowledge past struggles, celebrate progress, and remain vigilant in the pursuit of a more equitable future. Now, if you're wondering how you can honor Black History Month, here are some suggestions that aren't just for February, but can be practiced all year long. Number 1, educate yourself. Read books by Black authors or about Black history, watch documentaries, BIPOCs, or historical films highlighting Black experiences. Listen to podcasts like this one, or lectures focusing on Black history or culture. Number 2, support Black-owned businesses. Make a commitment to shop at local Black-owned stores or eat at Black-owned restaurants. Share your experiences on social media to spread awareness and encourage others to do the same. Number 3, attend cultural events and exhibitions. Check out local museums, art galleries, or community centers hosting Black History Month events. Look for online panels, seminars, or workshops that delve into Black art, music, and history. Number 4, amplify Black voices. Use your social platform to highlight Black creators, activists, and organizations. Encourage with works by contemporary Black artists and share them with your network. Number 5, volunteer and donate. If you're able, donate to charities or nonprofits that work towards racial justice and equity. Volunteer with community organizations that focus on uplifting Black communities. Number 6, reflect and discuss. Have open, respectful conversations about race, history, and social justice with friends and family. Learn to be an ally by listening and amplifying the stories and needs of the Black community. Whether you choose to read a groundbreaking novel by a Black author, attend a spoken word poetry night, or mentor a young person in your community, remember that every step counts. Celebrating Black History Month is about action, acknowledgement, and appreciation. Next, we turn to Langston Hughes. From 1901 to 1961, he lived his life as a towering figure of the Harlem Renaissance, an intellectual and cultural revival of African American music, dance, art, fashion, literature, theater, and politics based in Harlem, New York during the 1920s and 1930s. Hughes was a poet, a social activist, novelist, playwright, and columnist. His background and achievement: Hughes' poetry captured the essence of African American experience, often using rhythm and language that echoed jazz and blues. Poems like Harlem, Dream Deferred, and I, Too challenged the injustices faced by Black Americans while expressing a steadfast hope for equality and inclusion. Advocacy for rights and liberties: his work didn't shy away from addressing racial inequality head on. He was known for portraying Black life in all of its complexity: joyful, painful, and hopeful. Hughes believed that art could be a powerful tool to expose social ills and spur change. Through his writing and activism, he emphasized the need for racial pride and celebration of Black culture. Why he matters today: Langston Hughes remains a central figure in understanding the role of art in social movements. His unwavering focus on the Black experience inspired future generations of poets, writers, and activists to continue exploring identity, heritage, and justice. Hughes' works reminds us that art can unite, heal, and challenge the status quo. Next, let's discuss Maya Angelou, one of my personal favorite poets of our time. Maya Angelou, alive from 1928 to 2014, she was a prolific author, best known for her autobiographical work, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Angelou's writing covers everything from her life experiences to broader themes of identity, racism, and resilience. Her poetry and prose speak to the power of the human spirit, especially in the face of oppression. Maya Angelou overcame significant hardships in her early life. Despite these challenges, she rose to prominence as an author, actress, dancer, and professor. In 1993, she famously read her poem On the Pulse of Morning as President Bill Clinton's inauguration, making her the first Black woman to present an inaugural poem. Now let's take a moment here to reflect on that sentence, if you wouldn't mind. This occurred in 1993. 1993 was the first time a Black woman presented an inaugural poem. Let's continue forward. Angelou was heavily involved in the civil rights movement, working alongside both Malcolm X and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Her personal experience of discrimination fueled her drive to advocate for racial justice and women's rights. She used her influential voice, both literally and in her writing, to challenge societal norms and push for equality. Why she matters today: Maya Angelou's life and work remain a testament to resilience and compassion. Through her autobiographical lens, she helped others better understand the Black experience in America. Her poetry continues to inspire people to stand up against injustice, embrace their own worth, and fight for dignity of all. Last but not least, let's look at the iconic rapper and activist Tupac Shakur. From 1971 to 1996. While some might know Tupac mainly for his music, it's important to recognize that he used his platform to shed light on social inequalities and fight for empowerment of Black communities. Tupac rose to fame in the early 1990s with a unique style that combined poignant lyrics about street life, systemic racism, and personal struggles. Albums like Tupacalypse Now and All Eyes on Me showcased his raw talent and knack for storytelling. Despite his short life, Tupac produced an extensive discography that remains influential. Coming from a family deeply involved in Black activism, his mother, Effany, excuse me if that's incorrect, Shakur, was a member of the Black Panther Party. Tupac was raised to be politically and socially aware. His songs, including Brenda's Got a Baby, Keep Your Head Up, and Changes, addressed issues like poverty, police brutality, and the need for unity and self-empowerment. He advocated for the rights of underserved, using his music as a call to action for youth in marginalized neighborhoods to rise above adversity. Why he matters today. Tupac's legacy continues to resonate because his lyrics spoke truths about systemic injustice that remain relevant. He encouraged listeners to question societal norms and work toward community uplift. More than a rapper, Tupac was a poet and activist who used his lyrics to spotlight injustice, challenge the status quo, and inspire hope. And there you have it. Maya Angelou, Langston Hughes, Tupac Shakur, 3 different artists from different eras, yet all united by their commitment to using words, poetry, and music to champion the cause of Black empowerment, freedom, and human dignity. Thank you again so much for joining me here on Ring Ring Hello podcast today as we celebrate Black History Month by exploring significance, highlighting ways to engage and learn, and paying tribute to these iconic figures. We hope that this episode motivates you to continue discovering the rich tapestry of Black history, not just in the month of February, but all year round. As always, we want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, OmniCreationsArt.com. Make sure that you check them out for unique artwork, creative pieces, and supporting a business that is here to support the artists. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, share it with a friend, and leave a comment. Until next time, I'm Rebecca, signing off from Ring Ring Hello podcast. Keep learning, keep celebrating, and let's continue to work together toward equality and understanding. And remember, love yourself today. You're worth it.
Will you be calling?